Shalom, 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 shalom. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Peace and salutation to those elect scattered abroad. That's how you doing this work in truth and sincerity. I'm Brother Bach, coming at you with another lesson, man. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the hopeful elect. This is Matthew chapter 6 and verse 33. It says, "But seek ye first the kingdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you." When you first waking up in the morning, man, you should be striving, for that striving to be of that number, man. Striving to be of that elect number. Putting on that armor of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. That's seeking the kingdom, man. Every day you should be doing something that's beneficial to your spirit, man. Beneficial, that spiritual food, man. That's beneficial to your spirit. Putting on that armor of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, like I was saying, man. That's seeking the kingdom. I'm gonna go to the book of First Corinthians. 1 Corinthians chapter 15. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 58. It says, "Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord." Right, man? We got to be steadfast and unmovable, man. Nothing should be able to steer you away, from this truth. You have to stand 10 toes down, as they say, man. 10 toes down for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. It says always abounding in the work of the Lord, man. Like I was saying earlier, every day you should be doing something, for the Lord, man. Every day. This truth isn't just a Saturday thing, man. It's an everyday life thing, because what? Our labor will not go in vain, man, unless you quit, If you quit, then, all that was for nothing, man. You can't stop working and still expect to get your 401k, man. All that goes down the drain, man. Think about all the work. You think about people that came in and fell out. All the work that they put in, the sacrifice they made, and don't get a dollar for it, man. It's the same thing, man. You can't stop prematurely, man. That's not how this works. You either all in and you get your reward, or you all out, man. That's how it works. I'm gonna go to the book of John. John chapter 9. This is John chapter 9 and verse 4. It says, "I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day. The night cometh when no man can work." Right, man? While we got time, today. If you can do the work of the Lord today, do it, man. Don't put it off until tomorrow, man. And as I speak to you, brothers, I speak to myself first and foremost, man. Because sometimes, that spirit will be on me, man. Put the lesson off until tomorrow. You gotta strike while the iron's hot, man. Because you never know if you're gonna be able to work tomorrow, man. Because tomorrow, has its own challenges, man. You can't skip right until tomorrow. You have to focus on today's problems, man. Today has their own problems. So while the iron is hot, strike it, man. Sit down, pop that class in, do the lesson, man. While we can still work. Because when Esau comes down, he coming down hard, man. Brothers ain't gonna be able to do classes and lessons and go to camp You know, you want to show that you did your all for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. And you ain't got nothing to hold your head about, man. That's the true goal. To know that you did everything you could for the Lord, man. We'll go to the book of Matthew. Matthew chapter 16. This is Matthew chapter 16, verse 24. It says, Then said Yahushai unto his disciples, If any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. You know? To hell with these lives, man. To hell with these to hell with this society, man. To hell with this wicked ass place that we in, man. You know, we don't give a damn about shit on this side, man. You know, we following Yahushai, man. We want that everlasting gift, man. Being that elect number, you know. It says, For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. You know. And when we finding it with the Lord, man, you know, we don't care about the many what word I want to use, what the popularity, man. We don't care about the little popularity on this side, you know, trying to please men. We're trying to please Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. You know, there's no greater glory than that, man, pleasing the Lord. You know, we'll go to the book of Luke. Luke chapter 9. This is Luke chapter 9, verse 23. He says, And he said to them all, If any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. You know, just like the last scripture, man. You know, we following the Lord, man. And it's not just a Saturday thing. It's an everyday thing. Where it says daily. You know, daily, man. You should be doing something for the Lord daily, man. Feeding your spiritual appetite, man. You know, you want to get full spiritually every day, man. I'm going to go to the book of Mark chapter 1. This is Mark chapter 1 and verse 17. It says, And Yahushai said unto them, Come ye after me, and I will make you to become fishers of men. You know, we're going to be fishers of men. You know, brothers doing videos. They got comment boards, social media, camps. You know, we fishing, man. We are fishing. You know, and we want clean fish, man. You know, we throw the catfish back, man. Well, the Lord throws it back. The Lord doesn't want that shit, man. You know, the Lord wants true men that's gonna come in and take this truth serious, man. Just as you came in, he'll kick your ass straight back out, man. You know, and that's just what it is. We'll go to the book of Matthew chapter 10. Let's grab this last scripture. This is Matthew chapter 10, verse This is Matthew chapter 10 and verse 37. It says, He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. You know, to hell with your family, man. To hell with anybody that's going to stop you from doing the work of the Lord, man. You know, kick their ass to the curb, man. This is your salvation on the line, man. By you doing the work of the Lord, you could possibly save your family, man. If it's meant to be. you know? So to hell with anybody trying to stop you from doing the work of the Lord, man. This is all we have to our salvation, man. You know? So, you know, I pray this lesson was edified to the hopeful elect. Until next video, Shalom.